It's Corey with Freedom Investing Group, out for another hot trail run here in beautiful but sunny Boise, Idaho. Today I'm going to talk about something not quite so detailed and technical. I'm going to talk about mentors and what they're good for and how to find them. And what they do for your humbleness. So on that note, maybe I should start with, I'm going to say that in many realms of my life, I would not have accomplished a fraction of what I did without mentors. At the same time, having found these mentors, you also see that what you accomplish is quite oftentimes insignificant compared to others. So this is just what's helped me do the small little thing that I've done. I'm not trying to say that I'm so grand. I'm not. But I want to talk about, you hear a lot about them. You hear a lot about the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. I find this to be true, or at least I find true that if you spend time with people who are better than you at something you want to get good at, you will improve far faster than if you just try to do it on your own. But who should you look for as a mentor? Who's a good candidate? If you want to go run 100 miles, which can be one of the examples I'll share too. If you want to go run 100 miles, you might think you should reach out to the person who won the last 100-mile race that you're applying for. The first one I did was Leadville 100 back in 2014. And I hadn't done anything. I had done a 150K up to that point and kicked my butt. And so I knew I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I didn't know. I didn't know how to train for it appropriately. I needed help. And I didn't know anybody else who was doing what I wanted to do. Nobody. I knew people running 10Ks and half marathons, which are great accomplishments too, but not the same thing I was trying to do. So what did I do? I started trying to find a mentor. How did I do it? I did not reach out to the person who won the 50K that I ran. I did not reach out to the champion of Leadville the year before. Chances are I wouldn't have gotten a response. And if I did, maybe I would have gotten a couple minutes of their time to point me in the right direction, but not a true mentor, someone you can build a relationship with. So what I did do, I didn't want someone that was slower than me. I'm happy to have relationships with people who are slower than me, but as far as my own improvement, I wanted someone who was faster than me, but just a little, so that I could keep up on the training runs and they would push me to improve, not ditch me. So I shamelessly Strava stalked the 5 people who finished in front of me in the 50K that I ran. And I think I was even fairly humorous about the fact that that's exactly what I was doing, looking for training partners. And one of those people, my friend Ryan, who I haven't spent as much time with these last couple of years as I wish, and I should probably remedy that. But anyway, someone who ended up becoming a very good friend of mine invited me. Yeah, sure, buddy, come on out. We run mornings at whatever. I think we used to meet at 5:30, pretty much 4 or 5 days a week. Come on out, we're running tomorrow. So I came out and hooked up with those guys. And Ryan and all his friends ended up becoming my really good training partners and really good friends. And we had several good years and I accomplished my goal of running a 100-mile race. And at the end of it, even though I accomplished my goal, I still look back and realize I've done less than all of those people I used to train with. I was the slowest of the group. I've accomplished the least amount of races. Ryan's run Western States in under 24 hours. Pretty amazing. That guy's super inspiring, man. All the stuff he's accomplished and the challenges he's overcome, and they all were. And so I wouldn't have accomplished what I did accomplish, the small things, if I didn't have people pushing me to improve. So there's the tip. Find someone who's better than you at what you want to do. I had the same thing with mobile home park investing. I didn't know anything. Didn't know anything about it. I did some Googling and realized I need a mentor. So I called my friend Matt, the only person who I knew at the time who invested in real estate. He was ahead of me, but he wasn't Grant Cardone. So he was willing to talk to me and spend time with me. He helped me a ton finding that first deal. I then became really good friends with the person who I bought the first deal from. Ended up selling another product to him later. And we're still good friends. And he has helped me a ton to just see things differently and think differently about how to grow. And in one tale I haven't gotten to yet for my Tales of the Trenches, but probably the most stressful thing that ever happened to me at one of my parks. I had no idea what to do, and I reached out to him, and he was really instrumental in pointing me the right direction to figure things out and figure out what those next steps were to make things right. So go out there, find someone who's better than you, just a little bit, and ask them if you can hang out. Ask them if you can chat to them. Ask them if you can buy them a beer or a cup of coffee. And yeah, Happy hunting for a mentor.